What is the first memory you have of wanting to play music?
Oh
to
my
create
God.
music? I
You
feel
had
like
to-
that's got to be a cool moment. Or it's like just the most boring.
No,
But either
no,
way,
like
that's awesome.
I think ever since I was a kid, I've always been fond of music, listening to music. I'm like, I want to be that guy playing that guitar. Or I don't know. It wasn't enough to experience music. I needed to play it. You know, I don't know if you've ever, like, you know, watching someone do something. It just wasn't enough. You were pulled to, you're like, I want that instrument in my hands. Like, I want to make something like that. And that has always been a thing for me. So my dad he had his own band. He played with the church and stuff. He played the congas. He's like,
Sick.
and like, I don't know if I got it from him. Honestly, like looking back, I don't remember him playing as much. I know like we've had times to where like we'd all play and I'd use the, I forgot what they're called.
Maracas?
No. The sticks that you,
Oh, like the poor man's cowbell?
sure, like a poor man's cowbell.
Different sound.
Yeah.
I think there could be both in the band. There's room for both.
Yeah.
But like, I'd do that. Like, I've just always been intrigued by music. So I've always had rhythm and stuff like that because I didn't hear it. I felt it. So like for the longest time, I've always asked my mom, hey, give me a guitar. That just seemed like the easiest thing to play. Or like, I don't know, the music that I was listening to most had guitar in it. I was like, I just want to play. It just seemed right. I played the flute whenever I was in elementary school. Did not like that. I don't think I'm a
recorder.
Flute.
Oh,
yeah. No. We had
Some
recorders
Yaz
too,
flute.
but yeah, I had a flute, and like not that I hated it. It just didn't feel right. Piano, loved to mess around with that, but like the guitar in my hands, it was like that was the beginning. So after years of asking for it, my mom's like, well, you're not just trying to be like the average Joe, not just like, oh, guitars are cool, so you want one. No, she was like, you actually want one. So she got me one, and within 10 minutes, I was playing, oh man, just, a couple tunes. She's like, how'd you learn how to play that? I was like, I don't know, just listen, just made sense to me.
That's crazy.
Here's a note, there's the note, where's the next note, and then you just kind of figure it out. So like for me, my mind just worked that way. My hands just kind of, after a while, you get to feel the guitar and it just kind of, it moved itself, and you hear what you wanted to hear. Of course, you'll make mistakes, but like, you're just like, oh, that's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you start to jam and stuff. And the biggest thing too was it was a bonding thing for my brother and I. So, like, I love my family, love my friends, but my brother and my dad, those are two people, like, if they were to die or anything like that, like, I would be 100% devastated just because I get a lot of my character from them. Like, I look up to them. Not saying that they are perfect, but, like, the parts of them that I do look up to, like, my brother has this temperament. Not always, he had a temper way back when, but, like, he's the calmest and the kindest man you will ever meet. And I'm just like, bro, how? Like, he's got 4 kids and patience.
That's how.
Is right? It is insane. But not only that, but like the poetry of him and everything. But like so I would play, he would sing, and like,
oh, cool,
nonstop, and like no cues. Like I remember like the first song I was just trying to make up, and then my brother just came in. He's like, okay. So he just started singing. I was like, all right. And like we nodded at each other, and then we just changed the course, which was whatever. And he just like, that's the tone I want. There we go.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Wait, so you picked up a guitar for the first time, and within 10 minutes we're playing music, and you think you're not good enough to play in a band or live?
So
that was your exact words.
Yes. Yeah. So what I mean is,
confused
like, I can record because I can make music, but perfection in playing live, not skipping a beat, not making those mistakes, like that's a lot of pressure for me. I guess more fear than anything. So like, I don't think that I'm good enough to play, because some people, they practice guitar every day in and day out. I don't. It's a passion, and it's just something. It's a hobby more than a lifestyle type thing. Because they're like, "What do you got? New Ibanez, this and that." I'm like, I have no idea. It's a guitar. It looks good. It sounds great.
6 strings. One of them's fat, and then they get less fat.
So I'm not enthralled in a particular instrument. It's just music itself.
So what music are you just like really vibing with right now? Like
I'm telling. Okay, so it's these three genres that are interchangeable, right? So indie, pop, and dance. And when you get like indie pop or indie dance or dance pop, or
dance pop is speaking to my soul in this season of life.
Pop, dap dap na boo dap.
Yeah.
No, but like. I don't know. It's just the music I tend to listen to. It's just really upbeat. Like even, and then you get the emotions where you're sad. So you'll listen to some Sigur Rós or like Postal Service. That's
that'll get some tears going for sure.
Right. Oh, like but depending on what mood you're in, like maybe that can be some inspiring. You're like, yeah, I'm writing. Yeah, whatever. So that tempo and that beat, it just really inspires me, like to go out on the drive sometimes, like indie music. When I'm out on the drive, sometimes I'm like, yeah, looking around, I'm like, yeah, man, this is great. And not that I'm high or anything like that, but like it changes my perspective on life. It keeps me moving. It reminds me that there is joy, like especially like when I'm down, like people have those songs that they listen to right before they go out, right? They're like, all right, time to get pumped, Cardi B. No, whatever it is to whomever.
For sure. We have a tradition of almost every concert we go to karaokeing a few Blink-182 songs before we leave the house.
There you go.
Yeah, throw like the karaoke version on YouTube, and then we all just like burn 1,500 calories before we go to a concert from just jumping around the living room.
So you're telling me you sound like Shaggy before you leave,
dude.
Oh boy, guys.
From Scooby Doo. I was picturing the artist. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I wasn't sure where you're going with that either.
No.
I'm sorry.
That's fantastic.
We were talking about music.
Yeah. It is so crazy how music can really affect your mood. Right?
Yeah.
I think what's even crazier is most people probably don't choose their music. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, they just kind of listen to whatever versus, like, if I know that I'm in a funk, I specifically make myself listen to something that'll get me out of the funk. Even if at first I'm like, why am I listening to this happy song? I'm so bummed right now. Like, I know it'll just naturally kind of pull me out. Does that make sense?
No, yeah.
Most people just like listen to whatever. I don't know. I feel like that's probably a generalization. I made that up. I feel like that's probably not true.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I would assume.
I mean, like I think.
A song that cheers them up.
So you get your music gurus, who's like they have a specific song that takes them to a certain place, and then you have other people who just listen to music that like. No direction. They're just like, all right, let's play the radio. What's on today? Or let's make a station from this one song. It's like, all right, like that's kind of how I do. I just always try and listen to new music and stuff. And I have my repeats for a while, and then I move on, or I use those repeats to create a station. And it's like I'm listening to that song, but a different style.
Yeah.
But like I don't have like one song I go to whenever I'm feeling down. Maybe a genre or maybe just like this. I don't know, not even a playlist. It just sometimes music just finds me, and it's like, oh wow, that's what I needed, And if it's not that, I'm like next, right?
And we're done.
Just keep cycling. But like I do have friends, and I know people who. They have their songs. They can name them my name. They're like, oh yeah, this is my sad playlist. Like whenever I need to go brooding and I need to write poetry and just be to be or not to be.
Yeah.
That is the question. They listen to that, or they're like, I'm about to go out, because that's real talk. They'll listen to this song or this playlist.
You're looking at two people who've never vertically clapped at anyone ever. I can promise you that.
You must try it. It's like it feels good sometimes.
We did. Allie brought back the alligator thing not that long ago. Do you remember that?
No. Are you talking about the Baby Shark thing?
Baby Shark?
Baby Shark.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's different than like clapping at someone. I'm somewhat in the popular culture.
So I mean, it's just a thing people do. They can't help it, I don't think. But like, or it's
like
it's
a way
cue.
of talking with your hands.
It's a cue. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, so you don't think I'm serious? Let's think again.
Yeah.
Gets your attention. Like, why are you clapping? What's this?
That's awesome. What? So because music was so big for you and your dad growing up, do you have anything music related that you share with your son? Or is
Oh
he
my
so
gosh.
young that like it's hard to merge? Like there's a comedian who has a joke, he tried to play Black Sabbath, which is what he liked for his infant. He's like, turns out babies hate Black Sabbath.
Yeah, you know, even at a young age, I would play him songs. I would sing to him, and you know, he's like, "I want to be just like Daddy." I was like, "Let's make sure it's something you want to do." I got him a ukulele because that was cheaper than a guitar. Like a small size guitar was still upwards of $300. I'm like, why? This is for a child.
Yeah. Plus, I feel like a ukulele is so much easier to learn to see
Yeah.
if they like it. Like they actually progress quicker. That's something I wish I had done is learn ukulele first, just because like you can immediately play every chord in like 4 hours.
For it's so small, it fits in your
Yeah.
big hands. No, so I got him a ukulele, and then we started playing here and there. He is not good at it, and his attention span is, you know, he's a kid, but like I learned to let him play with it, just like do whatever, because like that's what I did. That's how I learned, you know. And lo and behold, he's on the piano, not even playing the ukulele. He's on the piano. I'm playing a song. I'm like, yeah, and he's like, Daddy, look, and he's playing the song. I was like, oh my God. So I helped him kind of finish it, and like we're just listening, jamming to this song, and you know, playing like the bass portion of it. Like however simple that is, that's just amazing that a child, like just a mind, period, can just figure that out on piano. Like it's the moment he stopped clowning around, and it's like I decided to play those notes, and he figured it
Yeah.
out, and it was, I was weeping inside. I was like, I'm so proud of you, my son.